Three Gorillas podcast. It's the Friday show again. I'm happy for us. We're very consistent. It's a good thing. How you doing, Luisi?
I'm good. I'm staying consistent.
You've been consistent in your life?
I feel like every day I'm still here, so.
I mean, you're talking about quitting your job.
I'm always talking about quitting my job. That's consistent.
That's consistent. Your hatred of your job is consistent.
Any job I have.
Are you gonna do it?
Eventually, I need to figure a way to. I just can't have a regular job. I don't know. I'm not built for it.
What's the longest you ever did a job?
A year and a half.
Hey, I beat you. I did 2 years. Almost 2 years.
So we both almost did 2 years.
Yeah, we're not good at working.
I'm not good at staying at one job. I can't do it. You know?
No. Well, it's just that you haven't found the right job. We've done mostly shitty jobs.
I can't. My job I have now, by all respects, is a good job. I sit in an office and work. Like, it's not like a shitty job. It's just that I can't do it. Like, the thought of doing a job just like that for the rest of my life is insane to me.
What is it? Is it like the fear of just staying in the same place forever?
I don't want to do something I don't care about forever.
Yeah, so is this something you don't care about?
If there was a job
that you liked.
If there was a job, this is the thing. I don't think I can care about a job that's like somebody else's business. Like, it's a company of...
That's almost every job, Luisi.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't think I can have a job. Like, it's somebody else's shit. I don't care about it. Like, I'll do the work because you're paying me to do it, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but like, that's what I've been saying always. Like, just all these companies, they try to make you seem like you're a part of the team. I don't have any stock in the company. Why am I part of a team?
But even
like,
stock,
I don't have a percentage.
I'm paying for, like...
No, it's like, how am I going to be part of the team if I don't own any part of the company? I'm not part of the team. I'm a slave. I'm
you're getting paid. You're an employee.
Yeah. I'm hired help. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. For the people who don't know, this is the Friday show. Did I do an intro?
Yes.
All right, this is the Friday show. This is basically where we talk about random bullshit.
Danny, they know.
Luisi, we might have new listeners.
That's not happening, but...
If you are a new listener, most of the time we do D&D stuff, RPG games. But on Friday's show, we just talk about whatever we want. And I actually do have some topics. You want to hear the topics, or you want to talk about something you have?
Are the topics political?
A couple of them. So no?
I mean, hit me with some.
Do you want something that's not political first?
How political are they?
It's not about Trump. That's the only thing I can say. I've been pretty consistent about not talking about Trump.
Hit me with one of the politics.
Okay, and then we'll switch to the other shit, and then we'll go back to politics. All right?
Okay.
This is a simple one. So it's pretty interesting. You're not gonna like the first part. You're gonna find the second part funny. So I was just on the computer looking at stuff like I do, internet, website, news, shit, and I saw something is like graphics about the 2018 election, some shit about that, right? Okay. And it was just it basically broke down like income levels of different districts, and like it's like blue districts versus red districts, like GDP and all that bullshit. It was lots of graphs and stuff like that, so it was interesting. And I found one that was really funny. Well, first of all, it was funny because it proves that I'm right, which I like.
Okay.
It took the GDP of all the districts, right?
Yeah.
And it showed the GDP of the top 20 districts, like the top GDP districts, like the richest districts, basically. Yeah. And in the bottom 20. You want to guess what the top 20 were?
What?
They were all Democratic districts.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. All 20 on them.
Makes sense.
So, if you want, whatever you want to take from that, go ahead and take it. The bottom 20, you want to guess?
Republican?
Not all 20. Only 16 of them.
But most.
Yeah.
It's the poor white people. I honestly think
that's like, what, 3/4? 3/4 are Republican districts.
I honestly think that the Northeast, like what is that, New England states and shit, are like way more racist than like the South.
How so?
Because
You might be right.
Southern racism is overt. Okay.
Yes.
Like if you walk into,
I know what you're saying, and then New England racism is very discreet. It's like, yeah, we're on your team, but not really.
how can you be racist? Like, how can you be 100% racist to your core if you live around all black people? In the South,
Yeah.
is like 100% black people. You can't,
I mean,
like, you can hate them, but you can't really hate them. Like, they're right there.
what I noticed, I don't know if it's just Florida or all of the South, but like, there's a lot of like, you have black neighbors with white neighbors. There's a lot of, intermingling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're all poor. It doesn't matter the race. Everybody in
just
the South
saying.
is poor. In New York, in New England, there's a black place, and then the rich place is all white people. Nice New England,
I'm saying go to Vermont.
German and English
Go to-
descent, rich white people.
Go to Vermont and talk to the people there, and they're gonna be like, "Look, I voted for Bernie Sanders. I'm not racist. I don't want to see one fucking black person, but I'm not racist."
I don't think you can say that. I've never been to Vermont. I don't know what Vermont people say.
If they see one fucking black person in their gated neighborhood, they're locking the doors and calling the police. I swear to God.
I mean,
man.
how many gated neighbors? There's like 6 people in Vermont, all right?
And all of
It's
them have
Bernie
a separate
Sanders,
gate, and
his
all of them
wife,
have a
and 4 other
separate.
people.
Danny, all those 6 people have a separate gated community.
I don't know. I can't speak to that. I do know New York, there's still a lot of racism. Somebody told me once in New York, I was up in New York for work, and one of a family friends said, "Hey, if you stay in New York, you would do great as one of those door openers in Manhattan." You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you told me
The
this
people who
before.
open the doors for the rich white people.
Yeah,
And he said, I would do great because I could pass for Italian. And
Yeah.
so apparently white door openers, I don't know what the real name is, bellhops, I
who
guess?
knows, doorman
Doormen, thank you. White doormen make more money just because they're white.
off of like tips or whatever, right?
Yeah, black and brown doormen don't make as many tips because the old white people just don't want to touch them. So, seriously, that's what he told me. They don't like the black and brown ones. They get disgusted by them. That's what he's told. He's Peruvian, so he would know. You know?
Look,
He works in a great restaurant in Manhattan.
I don't doubt you.
I think he's head chef.
That's cool.
Latinos are great cooks, but I just find it funny because for people who can't see my skin because this is a podcast, I am a fairly light skinned Latino
A light-haired
man.
Hispanic person. You know who has?
I got some Hispanic features, but I'm light skinned. I like it. I like my skin tone. It gets me through a lot of bad situations.
I guess.
The second the police stop me, I rip off that Cuban flag and put it in the floor.
You know who?
I went from the Hispanic radio station to the Christian radio station.
I was on. Me and Alex were in Orlando like a few months ago, and we turned on the radio, and I swear to you, it was Christian ranchero music.
That's awesome.
It was just like, are there a lot of Mexicans in Orlando?
Yeah, Orlando. Yeah, if you go through Orlando, like the area between Tampa and Orlando, all that farmland,
Yeah,
all Mexican, just straight Mexicans,
just
because
immigrant
it's
labor.
farmland. It's farmland, so they all work there.
I just thought it was weird because I heard like the mariachi music, and I'm like, that's interesting. And then I listened to it, and I'm like, they're talking about God. This is crazy. It's all Christian.
We're a very spiritual people, Lucy.
I know. I just think it's funny to me. It's like such a specific radio station.
Florida's a crazy place. Like, I never knew, like, all the farmland, like, the entire center of Florida is farmland. Orange groves and all that shit. And they're just full of Mexicans.
Yeah.
Just full. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. I never, like, for some reason we stopped in the middle on the way to Orlando. And it's like a different country. I didn't know there were Mexicans in Florida. It was all Cubans and Puerto Ricans. So it's just nice to know that we have some Mexicans too.
You know what's
nice.
fun? You know what's weird to me? Sammy went on vacation.
Yeah.
Like whenever he did. He went to Orlando.
Yeah, he did.
Who goes on vacation to Orlando?
Everybody?
Not for look. The only reason to go is Disney World, and I hate Disney World, but that's just me. But they didn't even go to Disney World. What are you doing in Orlando?
Is there? I don't know. I don't go to Orlando that much. Is there? There's some good stuff in Orlando, malls and shit. There's like
What? There's good stuff
there's-
in Orlando. Malls. What?
and shit, malls and shit.
What's the and shit? It's malls
there's,
and
like,
theme parks. Orlando
Yeah.
is the biggest piece of
Did
shit.
he go? Did he go to any theme park?
No,
I don't know. I didn't ask him.
he didn't.
Did you ask him what he did?
No, I asked Lisa why did they go, and they're like, "There's stuff there." I'm like, "There's stuff everywhere." Like, the worst stuff is in Orlando. I would never go to Orlando willingly.
See, Orlando isn't that bad.
I hate it.
It's fine. I mean, it's not like it's. If you don't go for Disney World or Universal Studios, it's just a normal city. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's normal. I don't know. It just seems like the most. Maybe it's because I had to go to Disney World so much, but like even the surrounding areas like seem so like corporate tourist shit. It's probably the same reason
Oh
why
yeah,
I hate.
yeah, definitely. It's completely 100% corporate bullshit. All of Orlando might as well have those Mickey Mouse ears.
And I hate it. Have you ever heard of the town Celebration?
What's that?
Danny,
A town celebration,
Danny,
like a carnival?
The town is called Celebration. It's right
What, in
outside
Florida?
of yeah, it's right outside of Disney World.
Is it
Can
cool?
you guess what it is?
It's just a Mickey Mouse city.
Yes. People
That's
live
awesome.
there. It's a town like sponsored by Disney World. And
Really?
yeah, and people live there. And
Is it like the employees of Disney? 'Cause
no,
that might
it's
be
rich
cool.
people who want to be New Disney. You know how crazy people are? You can be millionaires, want to live next to Disney World so they can go there all the time. What? Why?
So it's a city sponsored by Disney that rich white people go to because they
It's
love
a
Disney so
dystopian.
much.
It's a dystopian nightmare. It's like you go there and it just, it's like Stepford Wives shit. Like
Florida's a weird state, man.
Danny, no, seriously, look up Celebration. It terrified me because like I went in there and it just looks like
You went there. You actually went there.
Yeah, and like because
Is
Alex's
it like what
family
pictures?
wanted to go.
Is
there.
it like the Mickey Mouse head on the floor?
No,
and
no,
shit?
they hide the Mickey Mouse. I'm serious. So like,
Really?
so
Oh,
like,
that's
if you
great.
went in there, you'd be like, why is there like a fucking idyllic 1970s town, like 1960s idyllic America? It's like the 1960s idea of like 1950s America or something. It's like the Stepford Wives. It's like Pleasantville or whatever. It's that kind of shit. It looks like that. And it looks like a movie set, and I'm like terrified while I'm there. It seems
Yeah.
like, I don't know, it seems terrifying to me. It seems like a nightmare. It's not a real town. Like, how can you live in a place
yeah.
so fake? Like, how can you do that?
Yeah, there's a lot of like constructed towns that a lot of cookie cutter houses in Florida, but a whole like city sponsored by Disney is like pretty like far off line. Like that's too much. You
Like,
can't do that.
There's a show, like me and Alex like to watch like House Hunters or whatever on HGTV.
Yeah, that's a great
They have a
show.
they have a show that's specifically for people who want to buy houses on like islands.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, that's the best one.
I don't like it because like I don't know if I could like even if I was super rich, I don't think I could live on like an island in the Caribbean cuz I'm like it's just all resort shit and I can't live in a place that I know if I go like 10 miles in any direction it's just absolute poverty. Like how can you be super
why
rich?
it's
How can you be super
it's-
rich on the resort knowing that like
It's an island, Luisi. So it's only you on the island. If you go
no, it's not private island.
any amount
It's
out,
not-
yeah, it's for private islands.
No,
isn't
no, I'm not talking about private islands. It's like people who want to like buy a house in a resort area in like Jamaica or something, or like
Oh,
St.
that's
Thomas.
bullshit.
or
Yeah, you
some
can't
shit.
do that.
Like, how you gonna live? Like, how am I gonna live in Cuba in like the most like resort? I'm like, I can't do it. Like because they show the shots and they're like, oh look, this island in the Caribbean, and then they show shots of the beach. It's only white people. I'm like, you're in the Caribbean. What are you?
Yeah.
It's like seriously, go a mile the other way. Show what's over there.
They have one is a house hunter is like Mexico and some shit like that, like the Caribbean, but they do it in Mexico. And like it's rich people just buying houses in Mexico, and it looks like freaking San Diego. It's just
Yeah.
like white people houses. Is white people want to move to Mexico, but they don't want to live around Mexicans.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the thing. Like, of course, like any country has the nice parts and the bad parts. Like, we live in America, the worst disparity, like one of the worst disparities in the world, and like,
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, it formed naturally. You know.
Yeah.
Like the disparity in America formed naturally over 200 years. So the disparity on like St. Thomas in the Caribbean happened in 5 years when white people came and said, "This is a pretty island. Kick all those people out. I'm gonna put all these resorts here." That's it.
You know, St. Thomas is American territory, right?
Okay, a different place. Say, Danny, name a place that I'm thinking of.
I don't know, Grenada,
Sure, that one.
Antigua.
Danny, there's hundreds of islands in the Caribbean that you can name. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about.
You know what's my dream?
What?
I would buy a sizable island if I'm a billionaire. A sizable island in the Bahamas or something, like just like a pretty big island that nobody's using. You know, like 10 or 20 square miles of land.
Yeah.
As much as I can get, and I just make it my own country.
Can you do that?
I want to make a
Can
deal
you
with the
buy
Bahamas.
can you buy a private island and be like, "This is my country now"?
I wanna if let's say like I'm like the second richest man in the world, right? Like it's like that Bezos guy from Amazon and then me, right?
Yeah.
If that was me, I would make a deal with the Bahamas. Give me that island that almost nobody lives in, and just let me do what I want. Don't ask questions. Don't say, "Hey, what's going on over there?" Just let me do my thing, right?
Danny, if you buy a private island, nobody's gonna ask you any questions. What are they gonna do? Go over there?
No. Cause I got plans, Luisi. I got plans. I'm gonna buy the island. I'm gonna declare myself a sovereign nation. Nobody's gonna recognize it. I'm just gonna declare it, and I'm just gonna start shipping in refugees.
I'm gonna go over there and say I'm a
gonna
sovereign
start-
citizen, just to bother you. I'm a sovereign citizen of your nation.
I would let you, but I'll just start shipping in people, right, to live in my country. And I'm going to build up the civilization, a beautiful city, right? And then we're going to take over the rest of the Bahamas. That's my plan.
That's great.
It's not doable. But it's a nice
No.
dream. It's not even a nice dream. It's horrible. I forgot. You want to hear the funniest part about that district thing?
What district?
The top 20 and bottom 20 GDP districts.
What?
The second to last lowest GDP district is the district I live in.
Hernando County?
Yeah, don't tell them where I live. The District 11 of Florida, since you already said it.
That's still
is
second lowest?
It has the second smallest GDP in the entire nation.
Well, that has to, like... GDP has to be something different than just, like, abject poverty, then, because, like, it's not like...
No, GDP is the amount of money that's produced in a certain area. So, you know, it depends on how much money is flowing in, what's being bought, what's being created, you know? Gross domestic product. So what's being produced.
Okay, I always thought it just meant you're poor.
No. It just means that there's no jobs, there's no factories, there's nothing being made here.
Well, yeah, that's true.
It makes sense because it's just a bunch of retirees. It's people who come here to like take up Social Security and their pensions and just wait to die.
Yeah.
There's in the same district, it's the villages. You know what the villages are?
No.
You don't know what the villages are?
No.
It's basically the same thing as Celebration, the city. It's a fake city that somebody constructed.
Okay.
And it's massive, and it's just you can only live in that city if you're over 55. Right?
That sounds terrible.
It is terrible. And nobody drives a car, everybody has go-karts. Like golf carts. I'm serious. And it's a very Republican place. It's a lot of rich white people.
I mean, I think there's something like there has to be like some kind of fundamental difference with me and like these kind of people, because like the idea of living anywhere where there's just one kind of person is the worst idea in the world to me.
Yeah,
like, why do you want to live in a place, even if they're your same kind of? I don't want to live in a place with just Cubans. I don't want to live in Cuba. Like, what do you want to? Like, I love America because there's lots of people.
Cuba isn't exactly the same because Cuba, there's a lot of different.
You know what I mean,
Danny.
You know what I mean.
Brown Cubans. I know.
I don't want to
But,
live in a town that's just Cuban immigrants.
So you don't want to live in Miami? You don't want to live in Hialeah?
Not Hialeah, but Miami. There's different.
A different
places.
part of Miami.
Yeah.
A part of Miami with different kinds of Hispanics.
Yeah.
Yeah, the famous white supremacist Tucker Carlson.
Tucker. Yeah, you can't even say the punchline.
Tucker, I'm saying his name. Tucker Carlson.
How can you not say
Carlson.
Tucker Carlson?
Carlson. Carlson?
Okay, you're done. Okay,
Tucker.
next topic. Next topic.
You know what he said?
What?
That he said he asked is like, how exactly is diversity our strength? Who wants to live in a place where they don't understand their neighbor's language? Some bullshit like that. And I remember when I lived in Miami, our neighbors were Haitians,
Yeah.
right? And then remember our cousin would come over and they would play with the Haitian kids, their kids. Remember that?
I remember we used to play with the neighbors.
You were probably too young to remember that. But
I
they
was-
were Haitians. They were lovely people. They
Yeah,
spoke
I remember
French.
our neighbors. Yeah.
How
I mean,
exactly
I barely
diver-
remember them, but yeah.
You know what's not our strength? Hating people. Just being scared of every single thing that walks.
Well, I mean, we're
It's
really.
oh, they speak French. Oh, they must be scary because they speak French. Freaking, why are they such pussies, Lucy? Can I?
Danny,
why?
calm down. Danny, we're not doing this. Calm down.
You got me started talking about.
Just go to the
freaking
next
white
topic
people.
then.
All right. What's the next topic? Oh yeah. Remember how what's it called? On Tuesday? On Wednesday, we were talking about on the Can I Roll for Survival, we were talking about Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Is Kevin Smith a good director?
He was good 3 times.
What were the 3?
Well, 4, I guess. So, Clerks, Mallrats, and Chasing Amy were his first 3 movies, and those are really good. Mallrats is the worst of those 3, I think, but
Clerks is okay.
Clerks is great.
Mallrats was not. It was not.
Mallrats
good.
is
It's
okay.
just-
Clerks is great. Mallrats is okay. Chasing Amy is
Well-
great.
Chasing Amy is overrated.
How so?
It was interesting. It was a good movie. It wasn't a classic.
I think it's probably
The
like
dialogue was good. What Kevin Smith did was something that not a lot of people were doing. Was just
hello, welcome to the second half of the Friday show. Currently in progress. Danny's gone because his computer blew up. So it's just me and Alex who came.
AKA Cave Bitch.
Yeah, she's Cave Bitch from Can I Roll for Survival? If any of you also watched that, she made a
Listen,
cameo.
They can't see us. They can't see us.
What does that have to do with anything?
They can't see us.
This is,
That's from the
Yeah,
fucking-
I was gonna say it's a reference to
Yeah.
page 7. It's a podcast. Listen to it.
It's not ours.
No, so don't listen to it
No.
because we don't get anything from it.
Nope.
So she came back from work, and I'm gonna fill out time. Fill out time.
Time. What is it? Is it a concept? We've conceptualized it.
This is failing. Okay. What do we do?
I don't fucking know. This is your fucking podcast, not mine.
Danny's podcast, to be
This
fair.
is Danny's podcast. Let's just talk about Danny.
Okay.
Danny.
Let's talk about him.
He has no hair.
I know he doesn't.
And you got a full head of hair.
I do.
Do you think he's jealous about that?
I don't think he cares.
I think he's jealous.
I would like to be bald.
No, I don't want you to be bald.
I know
Please
you don't
ever say
want.
that ever.
I know you don't want me to, but like, wouldn't it be more efficient?
Nope.
I don't like having long hair.
Nope.
I like it visually.
You have a full head of hair and you're like, I want to be bald.
I like having hair because it looks good, but I love the efficiency of being bald. This cat is gonna fucking kill himself.
Okay, so the cat is like on
2 boxes
that are
that are about to fall. He just fell.
No, he's still going.
He's sliding.
He's sliding.
He's so confused.
He's so stupid.
Great podcast material.
Pencil, come here. Come here. There's a good boy.
So I mean, look,
His
I
name
like
is Pencilvester.
I like having long hair because I think it looks good,
It looks good.
but I'd like to be bald just because of efficiency. When I was
You do not look good with short hair.
my driver's license, me with short hair, I look
You
like
look,
a felon.
You look like you're a serial felon.
I look like it looks like a mugshot.
Yeah.
But like,
Your ears are way too small for that.
I'm not saying I look good.
You do not.
I'm not saying I do.
I'm just saying you don't.
I'm just saying that I like it because
I don't like it. I don't care what you like.
Can I finish?
No. Because you're going to make an argument and I'm going to be like, false, wrong, fake news.
No, it's not wrong because I'm just saying
Incorrect.
But I'm just saying that it's more efficient. I like it because when I was poor, I used to cut my hair by just fucking shaving it down.
Yeah.
Like every 4 months, I would just shave it like a buzz
And it
cut.
looked fucking awful for 3 months.
Yeah, but I'm like, I didn't have to spend money and
Now you have a nice job where you can afford to do that.
afford haircuts. I still hate haircuts.
I don't care. You look good.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. This is how all of our conversations go. We're such a loving couple. Why are you putting that right in my fucking mouth?
The microphone?
Yes.
Because it's how you fucking
Nope.
record yourself.
Just get up. Off. Away. Not so close.
We're at 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Fuck that shit.
How are we going to fill out 10 minutes? I really don't know.
We don't talk about anything. Ever.
Do you have a topic?
Nope.
Anything?
Nope.
I don't know, man. I don't know how we're going to do this. I was on the podcast before.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Danny were talking about Celebration, the Disney Town.
Shut up.
And I hate it so much. You know I hate Celebration.
Yeah.
It's just...
My mom's getting you socks for Christmas.
What's on them? Just regular socks?
They're like dress socks.
Why do I want dress socks?
So you can wear nice pants. You don't wear fucking horrible socks with dress pants. You wear dress socks.
What am I going to do with dress socks?
Wear them with dress
I'm
pants.
not going to wear them.
You might.
When?
I don't know. If we go somewhere. Next August, you're going to have to wear them.
For what?
A wedding.
Okay.
It's unfortunate.
In Michigan.
Yep. Michigan. Have we talked about Michigan's a hellhole?
Yeah, Michigan's a third world country.
Yep.
Tell them what happened to you when you had to go there.
Oh my God. So my family, so it was my mom, my dad, my 2 sisters, me, my sister's boyfriend. All right? So we go there, and my cousin, who is getting married, her and her fiance have the stomach flu, first of all. And then, like the day before their wedding, they have the stomach flu. And then we all got massive diarrhea the next 3 days. All of us. Every single one of us got horrible diarrhea. And we only had 2 bathrooms in the hotel room with 7 of us. That was fun.
So I'm just saying, like, you know, when I went to Cuba, I vomited everywhere and shit. Every time I go to Cuba. You go to Detroit and you're, you know, shitting everywhere, got diarrhea and shit. Michigan's also a third world country.
Yeah.
That's that's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's 6 minutes. It's good enough.
Yeah, that's good. We're rounding it. We're rounding up. That's rounding up to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta add the songs and shit anyway. It's good. This was terrible. I hope you didn't listen to this. This was bullshit. But so thanks for listening. Thanks for listening, guys. If you did, follow us at 3_gorillas on Twitter, at 3gorillas entertainment on YouTube and Facebook and other things, I guess. I don't know.
Our website, Podbean?
Well, look, you can listen to the podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts. Like iTunes, other
I'm
things,
trying to go back in there.
whatever.
No.
Look,
No.
you guys know what it is. Stamps are great. Stamps are, you know, the source of life. If you don't have stamps, what do you have?
No stamps.
You don't have stamps, and that's a problem. Look, listen to me. Listen to me, people.
Shut the fuck up.
Look.
Nobody gives a shit.
I love you too.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Bye, stamps. Goodbye.